You know, Call of Duty is one of those games that's sort of a staple for a lot of people. I know that it's gotten a bad rep over the years, but obviously Call of Duty is a very popular franchise, and people flock to it every single year. I'm not going to lie, I own every single Call of Duty, even though there's ultimately years where I've said to myself, you know, I think I'm going to skip it. It doesn't look that good. And even last year's Vanguard was a game that I picked up not only on Xbox but also PlayStation and actually enjoyed it quite a bit. It wasn't one of those games that really I thought was a letdown like many others thought. Obviously going back to the World War II setting can be a little bit daunting and monotonous for some people, but I actually like the World War II setting, and I thought they did a good job of modernizing a lot of what you had offered to you in that game, and I thought the campaign was pretty decent. Obviously going into Modern Warfare 2, it's a big deal. You know, clearly I can only review the single player campaign, but I still thought it was worthwhile getting into and kind of talking about it because I did think they did a really good job with it, and it's an even better game and campaign than Vanguard for sure. And like I said, I liked Vanguard. I thought it was a really good game. Obviously, I played some of the beta, and I'll be able to play the multiplayer this weekend. But yeah, I think that they've done just a fantastic job with this. I want to get into it. I haven't done a review in a while. Thank you for joining me. I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews. I have missed doing the reviews. I absolutely love talking about video games. And when it comes to Call of Duty, it's something that I look forward to every single year. You know, again, it's just one of those things where Activision realistically has done such a good job with all of this stuff. And I think that, you know, obviously with how we're going into the video game season, the holidays, it's nice to see that honestly they're going to continue to get better and better and better. And like I said, you know, this is something that I've seen happen for many, many years, because I can remember getting Call of Duty 2 with my Xbox 360 as like a launch game. So think about that. Way back in 2005, that's when I pretty much started playing Call of Duty. And then, of course, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare in 2007 really kickstarted the whole multiplayer craze and the whole Call of Duty multiplayer thing as a whole. Not to say that the previous Call of Duties before that were terrible by any means, but in particular, that's where they took off, and obviously rebooting the Modern Warfare franchise is something that needed to happen. They've done a really good job here. I think obviously you can tell graphically it looks amazing, and running on the Xbox Series X, playing at 120 frames, it's just one of those things that you didn't really think would happen as a console gamer, but here we are kind of doing that and kind of being able to enjoy ourselves and pick up right where we left off with a very intriguing story with a very awesome cast of characters. One of the things that I think people connect best with when it comes to the Call of Duty games is the fact that, you know, we have these likable characters again, you know, and I think that getting these characters back and getting these characters the ability to kind of shine in a much better way, because if you go back to 2007, we weren't exactly seeing, you know, much in the way of cutscenes. I believe the games didn't even really have cutscenes, so to speak. I don't know if that's 100% for sure because I haven't played those games for a while, but I remember that like it was just like they would load into a screen and then you would hear talking or something, and that would kind of go about what's going on. But this has very detailed, amazing cutscenes, and you know, I don't know if they've redone the weapon and the noises and the sounds that the weapons makes, but they absolutely sound incredible. And it just seems like this game really is a kick in the pants, just like what they needed coming back from Vanguard. I think a lot of people are going to be playing this, and I also think that, you know, it's definitely something that, you know, like I can't wait for this kind of stuff to get into, you know, Game Pass day one. I bought it clearly, but at the same time, it's one of those things where I think it's an easier sell if you can get, you know, people to kind of play this if it's included in their subscription. I know we're like heading more towards like a subscription base thing with video games, just like with a lot of things. But you know, at the same time, man, what a fantastic game this is. What an amazing turn for, you know, from the last Call of Duty to this one. And you know, again, just to be able to kind of see this and how well they've done with it, really does, gets me excited. I honestly do think that what they've managed to kind of accomplish here is nothing short of amazing. It runs really, really well. I don't think that there's like a bunch of problems and issues like there were. There were some minor issues in last year's games. I still liked it, but I thought that there were some issues in it, and this one, not so much. And they've actually done a really good job. And the thing that really gets to you, and I will warn people about this, is it's gritty, and even sort of takes headlines out of today's day and age. And I think that that's something that clearly was probably intended, but it seems like we're always in kind of conflict with somebody or somewhere or something. And so I think that's what they did. And so I know, which is weird, that people thought this was like a remaster or remake of the Modern Warfare 2 from 2009, and it's not. This is like a completely new game, completely new story, great characters, and in particular, I think Ghost is a favorite, and I'm glad that they, took a little bit more time with them in this one, and it's just really fun way that they've kind of handled this. And I've got to say, I'm impressed with all aspects of the game, the frame rate, the graphics, the gameplay. The reason why people like Call of Duty is that gameplay. It's that Twitch shooting, amazing kind of feeling gameplay, and that's exactly what they've managed to kind of been able to accomplish here. And so bravo to them, and bravo to them, Activision, and not only that, but Infinity Ward, because it seems like they've taken back that top spot where they were back in the day. Like, I know a lot of Infinity Ward left to go with Respawn, but now it looks like they've got a really good studio back there again, and they're doing some really fun games, and that's an exciting prospect. I think that that's exactly what needed to be done, and at the end of the day, that's what they've done. And you know what? And I can't wait to see what happens in the future. It does. Like, I was a fan of the actual beta when we were doing the beta, and I thought it was really cool the way that they were able to kind of accomplish that. So yeah, nice stuff. I think it's fluid. It's probably one of the most fun games that I've ever played, and as far as they go with the ability to have these games still be fresh to everybody, I think that really kind of says it all. And honestly, I think that this is really one of those things that they've kind of excelled at. I'm excited to see where the future goes for this, but I also want to see exactly, the multiplayer shine as well here. And hopefully it does. Fingers crossed that they're able to kind of get that as well. And, for me, to be honest with you, I think that it would be just simply fantastic. I'm going to give this campaign an 8 out of 10. I think it's a really well done campaign. Looks great, plays great. It's a return to form. It's super exciting. Let's go. Like I said, this game is a must play if you're a Call of Duty fan, especially if you were around in the time of the originals. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up. Leave us a like. I'm looking to get 100 likes per video. Crap gamer out.